Ziro
is the best Valorant player on planet.
the best Valorant player.
He's one of the best Valorant players in the world.
The greatest Valorant players of all time. Player with perfect aim.
Hello guys, Ziro here. Of course I'm not the best Valorant player in the world, but we can at least get a little closer than we are right now. This series doesn't have any fixed goal, it's just me trying to get the best out of me. In this video you will hear my background story and how we got to the point we are right now. I started playing Valorant in July 2021. But didn't really enjoy it, and quit after playing 5 unrated games and 1 ranked game. Side note, Valorant is my first FPS, so I was obviously horrible at that point, since I first only played Minecraft PvP. In the same year, I also saw this video from the German YouTuber Gongbao. In this video, he made a challenge to go pro in Apex Legends in 30 days. Although it wasn't really meant serious, I thought about going pro for the first time. Since then, it was a dream of mine to compete with these great players, but I didn't really have a game I wanted to do that. In the January of 2022, I started playing Valorant again, and even found some friends in a random unrated game. I also got placed in Iron 1. The lowest rank possible. After my absolutely terrible placement, I started grinding the game with my 2 and later 4 friends and eventually hit my peak of Bronze 1. Although I downranked in the next game, it was a sign for me that it's possible to rank up. After that, I grinded all the way up to Silver. And in the game, what was supposed to be just another normal duo queue game, I met a Platsmith in my team. Leon did not only gain the rank of Silver back with me, he also told me that my aim was very good and I should start playing Reyna. And that's what I did. After that day we started duo queuing together, and he kept saying that I'm pretty good and we should get to gold easily. And after a lot of duo queuing and a lot of 5 stacks, I made it. You have to remember at that time I was 11 years old and I didn't even know that I pretty much got boosted by him. After I hit gold together with him, and we even had duo names with our initials in front of our names, LM Matti and LM Leon, I noticed through the friend group of Lau, the girl that I met earlier, he wasn't really nice to other people. I never really noticed that, cause he was always good to me, probably because I was so young, and I stopped playing with him. And started to play with my school friends and the friend group of Lau. I wasn't really playing active in episode 5 act 2, and started grinding again in episode 5 act 3. For the next act, I have to say that my brother was peak Plat 1 at that time, and I only started playing Valorant because of him. So I set my eyes on a new goal, hit Plat, and beat my brother. After the rank reset I got placed in Silver, and had to play my way back to gold too, and that's what I did. So I couldn't achieve my goal in episode 6 act 1, as it was more like a fight back act. But in episode 6, act 2, there was nothing in my way, no rank reset, just me and the goal of hitting Plat. So I grinded all the way up and eventually hit my peak of Plat 1. And later in episode 6, act 3, I hit my peak of Plat 2. After the rank reset into episode 7, act 1, I didn't got Plat, but got the job done in act 2 eventually. But after I did that, I felt nothing, and I wasn't really motivated to play anymore. I started playing other games like GTA. I didn't really bother grinding ranked anymore because it seemed too easy to hit plat. But after the rank reset into episode 8 I got placed in silver 2 and I just couldn't get over gold 1. I played so much as I could and I just couldn't escape the ceiling of gold 1. I was just full on hardstuck. Even my school friend who was worse than me all those years overtook me and hit plat 1 episode 8 act 3. I didn't understand it, since I played with him on my alt account and it was easily top fragging, but somehow I couldn't convert it on my main account. In episode 9 act 1 I got placed into silver 1. It needed to start all over again, but I grinded ranked as hard as I never did, playing 59 hours, being gold 1 as the act 2 starts. But the grind didn't end there. I wanted to hit plat as soon as possible. I played 55 hours ending up on gold 3 in act 2, setting me up on perfect conditions to hit plat 1 in act 3. So I needed to grind again, hitting plat after almost 1 month of grinding. But this time I didn't want to quit after I hit plat again. I didn't want to do the same mistake twice, so I started playing. As much as I never did, till this day. Playing 79 hours in one act and ending up on plat 2. It was pretty disappointing, since I had hit plat 2 pretty early on, but I just couldn't get above plat 2. At the same time as I had plat 2, my school friend was also grinding, playing almost as much as I did, but he actually ranked up, hitting his peak of Diamond 1 into episode 9 act 3. With the end of episode 9, there was also a new system coming into the game. Valorant has now 1 season per year, with 6 acts. After every third act there is a hard rank reset. Starting the new year, I was not only grinding ranked, playing 66 hours in the first act, I also started playing Premier. Trialing for Whiffing Demon's first academy team. But why did I do that? Isn't it completely useless to play Premier if you're peak plat 2? As you know, I have this dream to go pro. Although it's completely unrealistic, but I still want to try, and playing in a team environment that is actually trying their hardest is a good experience for the future. So I joined Whiffing Demon's first academy, but I didn't just join them because of their experience. I also wanted to get to know new people. But little did I know that one person that wasn't even on my team in this org would help me a lot in the future. The Premier season started and we didn't really win much, while our coach was making some interesting decisions, to say the least. He was voted out by the team, and the 2 best players in our lineup took the managing spot, being player and coaches at the same time. But I was still forced to play my uncomfort initiator. Because of that, I couldn't really perform, not really fragging out a lot on the team. Yeah, I supported my team as much as I could, but it was very hard for me to do kills on this row, since I also wasn't really playing any initiator in ranked. Speaking of ranked, I was also at a low in this year, ranking down to gold 3 in act 3. But in this time, I was playing a tournament hosted by our org, and I started to get know Stupai. He was the owner of the org. I already chatted with him once or twice, but we never really talked much. For this act, I think I have to give a little bit of context. Stupai is not just the org owner. He was in the main team of the org, has coached a Radiant Immo team before, and was Immo free himself. So all in all, I would say he's a really good player. Me noticing this, I asked him if he could VOD review my matches. since I was at a low in Ranked and Premier. After that, he also promised me to play Ranked sometime. And oh boy, did we start playing Ranked together. We not only duo queued a lot together, we actually became pretty close friends. And again, he kinda carried me to Diamond. Don't get me wrong, I was also pulling my weight, but with him on my team, I always had a mate that was either second or top fragging on my team. And after all these years, where I was stuck on Plat 2 peak, I finally hit Diamond. It was absolutely insane. It took me 2 years to finally hit Diamond. It was an absolute grind. I had to play a lot of ranked games to achieve this. But there were also some news in our Premier team. Cosam Rex, our carry, and one of our managers, at the same time, stepped down from the roster, since he wasn't really enjoying playing Valorant anymore. And it didn't end there. Since 3 players either got kicked or left the team, we had to rebuild. We also rebranded, not being WFD Academy anymore, and instead being WFD Serpents. And there was another great news. I got Stopai convinced to play for our team. Since the main team collapsed, he agreed to play in a team with me. So we already had a core of 3 players, Demon, Demon's girlfriend and me. With Stopai joining, we were 4. And for the last spot we found an initiator player called Noah. That meant I was finally allowed to play Duelist. Since Stopai made the comms, he was always putting me on race, and oh boy did that work out for me. I finally could frag out the way I wanted to, but this time was only a brief pleasure. Since Demon and his girlfriend left, we had to find new players. Fast! And that's what we did. We had 2 Ascendant players for more firepower, but we didn't really had in-depth trials, what was a mistake in hindsight. But it wasn't really possible to try for a long time, since both of them left us in the middle of the season. After only 4 games, the season ended. After that season, me and Stopai didn't want to play Premier anymore, and we were fine being subs and just managing the team. We would get 2 replacements for us, Goldfishy and Fedora. Both of them were Plat at the moment of time, so there we were, being pretty much fine with our roster, but of course we can't catch a break, and 2 of our players leave the team without even saying anything, just ignoring us on Discord. So we had to find 2 players. Quickly, and we got 2 Ascendants again, Domze, a Clove 1-trick, and Bio, a Chamber 1-trick. But as we signed them, we didn't really think about that, since we were just focused on having 5 players on the team. And the first trial was also the first Premier match day. Me and Stopai having to sub in 1 match, and me absolutely shitting the bed going 0-14 on Jet. I also not want to go in too deep into that chapter because it was an absolute shit show. Stopai always had to sub in, and the worst being that he had to carry the team. Players switching up the comp after we pracked something else, players didn't agree on pracking once a week, and the problems went on and on. So we better close that chapter and go back to my ranked experience. In Act 4, I got placed Gold 3, from Diamond 1 all the way back to Gold 3. But it was also a challenge I accepted. With Stopai not being able to play the game that much because of work, I was ready to solo queue my way to Diamond. And I wanted to prove it to myself that I can hit Diamond without a crazy duo mate. And that's what I did. I grinded my way up to Diamond in solo queue. I did it. I was reaching peak heights, hitting Diamond 2, playing the best I ever did, having a headshot rate of 37.5. What I actually didn't tell you, while I managed VFD Velocity with Stopai, so making comms and strats for them, I also started playing Premier with my brother and his friends on my alt account. It wasn't like that serious at first, since we started playing too late in the season and we couldn't qualify for playoffs anyways. But when the new season rolled around and VFD Velocity fell apart, we actually wanted to win. It was still not serious as on the other teams I was playing before, but we were still making comms and a few basic strats. As the season went on, we actually qualified for the playoffs. But for the playoffs, we actually faced two problems. First of all, Samuel couldn't play, so we had to find a sub. So Goldfishy subbed in, you know, the guy from earlier on WFD Velocity. So after that we thought everything's fine. But then in the first game, my brother, David and Goldfishy didn't load into the agent select and got random agents. Although we only got a Viper as a smoker, we still managed to win the first game 13-5. We actually managed to win the first game on Bind 13-5. Haven was a little bit tougher, but we won 13-2 eventually. And then the final, we thought that it's gonna be even harder. But honestly, we just ran them down, ending up 13-1. And I honestly think those clips kinda summed the game up.
Ich bin so schlecht.
Last player standing.
Was?
Spike down.
Zwei
B.
Mount. Beide Mount gewesen.
Grenade!
Einer hat noch ab.
One enemy remaining.
Oh.
Oh mein Gott, ja! Pass auf. Let's go! Playoffs gewonnen! Bro, also das war so lame.
Ja, das
Oh mein
erste
Gott.
Final ist crazy, Bro.
Ja,
Wir haben
das
so
ist
viele
kein-
schwere Games gehabt bis jetzt. Und
Ja, legit.
like, die ganze Playoffs sind so easy gewesen, like it's crazy.
Oh ja.
Und jetzt lädt die Scheiße auch noch nicht mal. Ey, voll unnötig.
Winner, Premiere.
Ja,
Yeah, winner.
Warte, jetzt wird's mir auch angezeigt, ruhig. Ja, let's go! Winner, let's go!
Let's go. Ey, wir haben
Continue? Oh mein Gott. Hä, Digga, was ist das denn? Okay. So we won playoffs in Advanced 2 and were promoted to Advanced 3. So for the next season I was actually able to play on our main account and Goldfishy joined the team as a sub as well. This season actually didn't went too smoothly and we lost quite a lot of games. But in the end we qualified for playoffs again. But of course something has to go wrong. Our initiator player Anthony couldn't play for the weekend. So Goldfishy had to sub in again. What on paper was not a downgrade, because Goldfishy is actually a better player than Anthony, but it kinda messed up our compositions. So we started on split for the first map, and it was pretty rough. We won 13-12 at the end, but I wasn't really playing on my standards for the first game, what made the map more difficult. On the second game, we switched up the composition for split, and played without an initiator. And I also kinda locked in and managed to get a tracker score of 1000, which got us a dominant win with 13-4. On the final match we got bind, and I actually flagged onto initiator with Fate, but it didn't really hold me back for the final. But see that for yourself.
Das Hooker.
One enemy remaining.
Die war Elbow.
Auch auf mir, auch auf mir.
Elbow. Spiel auf Contact. Ziro. Oh. Draußen. Time.
Let's go, Digga, jetzt hat die allerbesten, Mann, holy
Digga.
shit.
Also zu zweit
Where on?
gemacht.
Ihr seid Macher. Bin stolz auf euch. Habt ihr gut
Easy.
gespielt.
Ja, ich kann.
Ey, hallo, ich will sehen, wie der Screen ausschaut. Dann Stream denn.
Oh ja, Ihre, warte, Alex, ich kann dich noch nicht anmuten. Was? Warum? Ja, weil ich erstmal hier Premiere.
So we managed to win playoffs again. But after that, I was the only one to play the game and Trap House Valorant disbanded. That was actually the end of 2025 as well. For this last segment of this video, I just want to make a quick run through of 2026 and then try to tell you my plan of going forward to this. It's July 2026 now, and this video idea was actually planned, I think, the start of 2026, maybe January or something. And I was just too lazy to cut the video, really. Looking back at the video, I think it's kind of cringe, you know, like, who cares about the story? I don't know, I just put too much time into this to not upload it. So here you go, here's another explanation why I upload this video. And yeah, let's make a quick run through 2026. I was actually looking for a team again, like find the right players, like someone to play with, and basically find new friends and a good premier team, a good org where I can stay. So I first played for Shadow Gaming Reunited Academy, then they rebranded to Shadow Gaming. I got kicked out of the academy, I don't know why, but yeah, it doesn't really matter for the story. The only thing that matters, I got to know a new person. Is that I got to know a person that was the manager of the academy. Then I and him got sent over to the main team of Shadow Gaming. We only were there like 1 week since it disbanded right after. And after the org disbanded, like, the manager guy still wanted to do something with the org. Like, he got the keys basically to the building from the owner. And he was like thinking about maybe doing something with this org. I told him I think I just want to join a team that has 5 players. And then he told me that a Lotus Academy was looking for players. That's another org where I am now. And they're looking for an IGL controller. I can do both of that. Like, I can basically play every role, and I can IGL. It's not really my favorite thing, but I can do it. And then I signed up for the academy. And now I played for them for 3 or 2 weeks. And I impressed actually the main team's IGL in a scrim against them. Well, because I was match MVPing, I think. And yeah, I got picked up by the main team now. And in the same week I also had Diamond 3. I'm on the way to Ascendant right now. We'll see. But yeah, that's basically what's happening right now. I'm Diamond 3, trying to hit Ascendant. And my dream is still to go pro in Valorant. It's pretty unrealistic, I know, but I don't know. I think this is just... I don't want to ask myself the question, what if, later on, you know? That's why I just want to compete for it. Maybe make it. I really hope I make it. I really want to make it. And we'll see how the road goes on. This video is kinda like, for me, should kinda like build up pressure for me to post more videos, since I already posted that. And if I say, okay, I want to make a series out of it, where I show you my progress, like, then I kinda have to edit videos, you know? So if the first video is out, I think there will be coming more videos, I will become faster at editing, you know. Yeah, too much yapping. If you like this video, probably not. Leave a like and subscribe, you're probably not even here anymore. by the average view time of YouTube. And yeah, see you around.